Alright, so greetings everyone. So today we'll be looking at logical functions in Excel. So logical functions allow Excel to make decisions by testing conditions and returning results based on true or false outcomes. So that's how logical functions work. They return true or false based on particular condition. So you can see that it takes two arguments, the if statement. The first one is logical test, then value if the test is true, then value if the test is false. So we'll be doing some practical. So let's copy this first table that has score. Let's copy this and paste on Excel. So let's see how it works. So now we'll be returning true or false if this person has a score greater than 50. All right, so let's call this outcome. Okay, so let's put the formula quickly. So that we're going to say equal to if bracket if this A2, if this particular cell, if it's greater than 50, comma, then let's say this person passed if it's greater than 50, else this person failed. If you watch the last video, you can see you'll see where I actually demonstrated how these conditions work. So you can see automatically returning passed for this person, and if I drag it down, it return failed for the other person because the person didn't score up to 50. Just to show example of how if conditions work. So you can also see that being showed here clearly. Okay, so next thing we will also want to look at is the nested if. So the nested if, well, the way it works is you can combine several if conditions together to be able to make decisions. Not just, the one we just did earlier, we only did one condition, but this time around let's just do a nested if. So now let me call this nested if outcome. Okay, so I'm going to say equal to if brackets if this score, if it's um than greater than or equal to 90, or let's do the normal, okay, let's say 90. If it's greater than or equal to 90, comma, this person scored let's say A. Then the next condition, if brackets this same person, if the score is greater than or equal to 80, let's say the person scored B, let's say the grade will be B. Then another if statement, if brackets this same score, it's greater than or equal to 70, right? This person scored had a grade of C. Then the final one, if else, just let's have F for this particular person. Okay, and then we close. Check how many open brackets we have. Opened 1, 2, 3. So open 3 brackets, so we're closing with 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we do enter. And when you drag this down, automatically we get results for all these people. This is how nested if function works in Excel. It means I'm combining several if functions together to be able to actually get a result. So you can see the result here. This is a sample of what it will look like if you are getting it correctly. So we also have the AND condition. So for the AND condition, it simply checks two conditions, and it's expected that those two conditions must be true before it passes. So let's copy this example. All right, let's copy this and also paste it. So let's clear this result part and recalculate. So AND says AND is equal to AND bracket, right? AND is equal to bracket if this guy is greater than 50, comma, and we're looking at this guy is greater than 50, and also this guy is greater than 50, or maybe this guy is just another second guy less than 100. Let's just do it that way. If these two conditions are met, just know that for AND, the two conditions must be met. If the two conditions are not met, it won't return true. Okay, so that's how AND work. So here you can see we said if AND, we said A1, this is A12, A12 is greater than 50, and B12 is less than 100. right? Return true for that particular person, right? So that's why we have these true and false returns. So I believe you understand how the and works. If you're not clear on anything, always remember that you can always use the comments to ask questions. Then maybe people that understand better, they will actually respond to you. I'll also be showing us the OR, how the OR works. So I'm going to paste this, then I will now recalculate these parts. So I'm clearing this. So here we are saying um, equal to OR brackets if red, that's 817. Remember we said this is A, this is 17. That's how I know it's A17. So if A17 is equal to red, comma, or A17 is equal to um, blue. Let's do that for now. Blue, close brackets. So or is something equal to red or is something equal to blue. If any of these conditions are met, let's have outcome. So I'm going to drag this down. So let's look at our formula again. So or is something equal to red, so there should be a closing parenthesis here. And again, yeah. So yeah, so that's it. You drag it down, then you see. So all means if either of them is true, they will give us a true outcome. And this if two of them or if all conditions are met. So that's the difference between and to also have combined if functions. I think we've already treated that already. Combining that's doing a nested if. You can also use that nested if that we treated earlier for grading. You can also do a lot of practice or maybe do some googling and to actually learn better on this lesson because this is nested if that we treated earlier. All right, thank you. Cheers.